Hello you awesome people, welcome to the PlexusMC Survival Series. Long time coming, I haven't made a video in like 3 months. So I know there's already, like a couple of survival series on there, but I promise this one will be different, because it's on the server that me and a bunch of people have been working on for the past 6 months. There might be a few little cool things throughout these videos you might be interested in. So how this is going to work, currently streaming these episodes on Twitch so you can watch them live. I'm going to take those episodes from Twitch, and I'm going to re-upload them and edit them to YouTube, and then you can view it with all your friends and family. So, let's get started with what the first day, 2.5 hours of playing, I achieved playing on Plexus. Before we could even get started with the actual playing the game, I had to set up the stream, and saying this was an annoying task was a bit of an understatement. But after probably like a couple of hours of getting it set up, I could finally get in game and actually play it. Now the first thing in game that I decided to do was to start fishing. There's some plugin for fishing that allows us to make quite a fair bit of money. Though, I got bored of this quite quickly because fishing's a pretty boring task. So let me fish, let me have a good day, have a good time fishing. There was something that I remembered. At the spawn we have a community chest where people can actually add their items to it to give to new, in-need players like myself. So heading over to the spawn, looking through the community chest, I found the motherload of beautiful items like some iron and a broken iron pickaxe. With this thought, I decided mining is the way that I'm going to go. So the next thing I decided to do was copy the #1 person on the server by far, good friend Right, by mining. Which is a pretty horrible task to say the least, because this isn't a prison server, this is a Towny server, and just mining endlessly is also quite boring. Now at this point in the stream, being probably like 45 to 50 minutes in, I started to feel a bit upset. Did that 6 months of work on the server completely go to waste? Did I just make a boring server? All this was just like a towny prison server. You grind endlessly to make money. The problem is there's more than one way to play the server. Like Rat's only playing one way, and I think because he's doing that, he's demonstrating that it's not very fun to play on. Because it's just the one way. He likes grinding a fair bit. With a bit of a discussion from the people in the calls with me, I came to the conclusion that no, of course I didn't. This server's beautiful. The thing is, I was just playing the server the wrong way. Grinding the server isn't fun. Period. It just isn't. Though, there was something that I remembered quite a while ago when I used to play on Towny servers myself, back when I was a wee lad. And that was that the real fun of Towny is when you're building things to suit the needs of your progression. Now what does that mean? I've got no clue. But what I did know, my future goal for the server and how I was going to progress. Okay, so what I was going to do was I'll be a farmer and a crafter. You farm wheat and you craft it into bread. Which was combining 2 jobs, which I only have access to 1, farming and then crafting. Farming wheat, crafting that into bread. Getting money that way. And I thought this was the most brilliant idea ever, and I believe I was right, so far. So the first thing I had to do was to make myself a farm. To do this, I had to first make a town, which luckily, the good person in the call gave me a few $1,000s to get started. I'm not sure why, he just did it. Yeah, look at me, I'm master at this game, man. I already have 3,000.
Yeah, I paid you 3,000.
Though I started working on actually building my farm. Since Towny is measured in chunks, chunk by chunk by chunk, the farm that I was going to make eventually is going to be 4 chunks. Though I started with 1 chunk, and then I moved on to the second chunk, with some good help from the other bloke in my town, Andrathath. But during this process, there was some interesting things that happened. Newcomer on the server, he is also helper on Plexus. He then decided to keep asking me to accept his teleport. So I did. And that's when I adopted my new personal slave. Man, give me some diamonds.
I don't have diamonds.
I will get some diamonds. And give them to me. You want me to kill you? Give me some diamonds or I'm gonna kill you, man.
I don't have fucking diamonds.
Go find me diamonds, bring them back here, or I'll kill you.
Sharpness 2.
No, stop talking randomly, just go find me some diamonds. You know? Look, come over here, just dig straight down, and then find me diamonds. There you go, that's the way. Good boy.
Good boy.
So this is the point when we started working on the second chunk of the farm. Well, less me, more Androthath, though at least it got finished. But coming close to when the actual second chunk of the farm was done, the personal slave paid out. Kind of. I didn't really get the diamonds I was asking for, but I still got a bit of iron and a bit of gold. And I then, with great hesitance, gave him his payment. To you, sexy man. Here, here's your payment. There you go. Honestly, you got me complete garbage. You got me 2 iron ore and 6 gold ore. That's pathetic, honestly. Now, although he didn't really give me much at all, the little guy, he had the nerve to ask me for a promotion. I didn't think you even had to pay slaves to begin with, so the poppy that I gave him was kind of out of a good gesture of me because I'm such a great person. I handled his request with great professionality, as I thought, and I gave him a very deserving answer. Promotion to I'll promote you. I will pay you double what I was paying you before. How does that sound?
Dude, I almost
Yeah, exactly, that's the point. Yeah, I'll promote you to level 2 helper with Flacco, and I will pay you double what I was paying you before. Do you think I'm unfair? Should I triple it? So I think that went very nicely, but it's coming towards the end of the stream, the time where we kind of have to start being ready to say goodbye. There isn't really much else that happened in the stream. There was little times where I had a bit of a break, played some guitar while I watched someone else do some work. There was some arguments between me and some other folks. But if you want to view actually what happens in the streams, then come along to the Twitch channel. Come and view the next stream, which every so often there will be a stream, and there'll be a bit of a quick video that I'll upload to the YouTube channel to say that the stream will happen. Now, so I suggest you subscribe and you have notifications turned on if you want to watch these streams, and maybe even come along to the server and join us. You know, I always have room for just one more slave. But coming towards the end of the farm that we made, I started actually making a bit of money, and going along with my goal of crafting that wheat into bread, I made myself 25 hay bales. Now that doesn't sound like much, but remember, I'm just starting out, and then maybe soon I'm hoping I can turn those 25 hay bales into 25 double chests of hay bales. And I strongly recommend that you come along for the journey in playing on this beautiful server that all these volunteers have worked so hard at. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you on the server.